Wikis are one of the most useful educational technology tools that I use on a regular basis. They're great for creating quick websites, either individually or collaboratively with a group. And they're also wonderful for structuring group projects where multiple students can contribute to a single wiki site and you can track their progress individually. Now, there are a number of different wiki services available. There are PBWiki is a good one. There are wikis built into many of the most popular learning management systems like Blackboard. My favorite, though, is Wikispaces. It's a wonderful tool. They've been around a long time. They have great support and great features. Then one of the real benefits for K-12 and university professors is that they offer free upgraded accounts for education wikis. So if you want to sign up for a new wiki, you can go to wikispaces.com and click on education, and you're prompted to create an account with Wikispaces. Using that account, then you can create any number of wikis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just sign in. I've already got an account, and we'll walk through the process of creating a wiki space and what you can do with it. So when you log in, one of the first things you notice is you can, with a single Wikispaces account, you can create any number of individual wikis for all different kinds of purposes. So you can create some personal Wikispaces, maybe some for class, some for a research project, etc. So you can create as many as you want with your single account. So when you go to create a new wiki, you just click on the Create Wiki button. It's going to prompt you for a category so that they can include your wiki in their directory. You can say that I prefer not to answer. I usually like folks to find wikis that I've created because it's a good collaboration opportunity. So I'm going to choose higher education there and continue. And then it's going to prompt you for a wiki name. So this is going to be part of the URL. So it's important to pick something that's easy to type, easy to remember. You can add that in. You can add your school name if you'd like. And you can even go down to the course level and grade and so forth if you want. You do have to certify that it will be used for education because that will allow them to upgrade the account for free. So once you click that Create button, it'll take a moment to create a site. And you'll notice when you sign up for the education version, it's going to assume you want a classroom wiki. And this is actually great. Great way to structure a classroom website. You can create a library of files and documents. You can create announcements and do calendar and all sorts of things. And you can create your own structure of web pages. So a wiki classroom is really a great opportunity. I'll probably do another screencast of that down the road because for today I'd like to focus on the use of wikis for collaborative projects. So in that case, I need to switch this from a classroom wiki to more of a website. So the way you do that is you click over here to the settings. And if you go into General, you can see here you've got 3 different choices for the different type of site that you want to create. So by default, when you choose education, it makes a classroom site. You can do a classic looking wiki, which is sort of it kind of has a bare bones look to it. Or you can create a basic website, which I think works really well for most applications because it'll look like a website but has all the functionality of a wiki. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that. While we're here, you can see also that you can choose if you want to include discussion tabs within your site. So you have 3 different options. You can choose to have a discussion tab on each and every page of the wiki. This works really well for collaborative projects. We'll get into that more later. You can have 1 discussion page for the entire wiki or no discussion pages at all. I'm going to leave it as 1 per page, and we'll explain more in just a minute. So once I'm done there, I'm going to click Save. And I'm going to go to the home. And now you can see it's got a little different look. It's much more basic website. You can add your content here. You can, you'll see as you add pages, they show up on the navigation window. This is really the very beginning of your website. So in order to edit it, you'll see there's no edit option here. But if you click on the Show the Wiki tools here, now on any page that I create, I'm going to have this edit option. I can see discussion posts and then the history, which we'll talk about that in a moment. Just really quickly to get started, when you click the edit button, what you'll see is it creates this sort of boilerplate text here. You can get rid of that. what you see is you've got a basic word processor here. It's not nearly as feature-rich as Word or Google Docs or anything like that, but you can have different levels of text. So I can highlight this, and so it's heading 2. I can change that to heading 3. I can add a bulleted list. So much of this works just like a word processor. Again, a little more limited. You do have some options in terms of the fonts beyond the headings. You can click on the little font tool here, and you've got a limited number of fonts that you can choose. You can change the color and the size, and you can left, center, or right justify the text, so forth. So you can do some editing, but a wiki is much more about functionality than it is about the design. It's a great way to get up and started quickly and to add multiple contributors, but it's not going to create as beautiful or as polished a product as you could with using something like Weebly or Squarespace or something like that. But it does have some great functionality. So in addition to formatting the fonts, you can create links. So if I type some text and highlight it and click on the link button, yes, in different options, by default, it's going to assume you want to create a new wiki page, in this case called link. You can also, though, create a link to a web address. You can type directly in here or paste in a web address. We'll add the William & Mary website here, add the link, and now you can see it's actually a functioning link. In addition to links, you can add files. So I can upload a file, perhaps from my pictures folder here. This is a nice file, nice picture. It's going to upload that file and process it, so it takes just a second. This works the same for PowerPoint files, Word documents, PDFs, basically any type of digital file you can insert into the page. So once I can see that, and as I upload additional files, we'll see them listed here in this little library. So if I click on that image, it's going to insert it into the page. And you can see once I've got the image highlighted, you have the little toolbar here that you can modify that image. You can adjust the font, you can center it, you can add a caption to it, and you can even make it a link so that if somebody clicks on the image, it'll take you to another place. So really quick and easy to insert files to your page. You can also, if you were to upload a PDF file, for example, you can create a link to that file. We'll just do another image here real quick, but it would work exactly the same for a PDF file. So if you don't want the file to show directly on the page, you can link to that file as well. So this works better if it's a PDF or a PowerPoint or something like that. So I've uploaded it here, so I'm going to click close. And so say I want this to be a link to that file I've uploaded. I just highlight the text, click on the link, and now if I pull down here, I can see all the files that I've uploaded. And if I click on that and click add link, now this will be a link that will open up that image in a new tab. So really quick and easy to add all different types of files that you want to any wiki page. So this would work for any page you have on your wiki. One more thing, won't go into it too much, but you can also embed different types of widgets. So Wikispaces has a lot of different built-in widgets that you can use for things like an RSS feed or a discussion area, different things like that. But you can also add all different types of feeds or different widgets to your pages. So you can add a poll, you can add video, so you can embed a YouTube video directly or from Vimeo directly into the wiki page. You can embed a calendar, a map, all different types of things directly on the page. So anything that you can get what's called embed code from a web-based source, you can embed as a widget onto the wiki. So very, very flexible to include all different types of media and limited formatting. So I'm going to click on save. All my content is going to be saved on the wiki. I can create a new page over here on the left, and I'll say maybe about, so a page for about the site, and I'll create. And every time you create a new page, it just opens up a new blank window. And you can begin to edit that, save it when you're done. And once you do that, as you add new pages, you'll notice over here in the navigation window that each page is going to be added as I create it. So that's a really quick and easy way to create navigation to all the pages that you create on your site. In many cases, though, I like to custom design the menu choices there. So the way to do that is to click on Edit the Navigation Page. And when you do that, you'll see this is actually one of those widgets. So this is a widget that would include a link to any new page as it's created. But I don't want that, so I'm going to just delete that, and I'm going to make my own link. So home, about, class, you can make those whatever you want to be. So, and you create links to, again, you can see the pages you've already created. So I want this one to go to home, and I'll add the link. In this case, the about page, I'm going to create a link to that page I just created. And one of the nice things is you can, right here, you can generate new blank pages from this screen. So if I highlight class and click on insert link, it's going to assume I want to create a new page called class, and I'm going to add that link. And once I save this, the navigation will be modified here on the right. And now if I click on the class link, I'm back to a blank page. So works really well, really quick and easy to create pages. It's easy for the professor to set this up in advance, or even to challenge the students to do that for a class project. So two of the things I'd like to highlight in terms of collaboration features of Wiki, which is why I think it's a killer collaboration tool, because it has a couple of features that really address some of the challenges that we can encounter with group work. One of which is, a good tool to help students to collaborate, to build something collaboratively together. It's tricky when they're doing something, passing a file around via email, or they have to all be at the same computer at the same time to do something. A wiki would allow them to edit these pages from any web browser, anywhere they are. They just need to be a member of the site. So that's one feature right away. And an additional feature with a wiki, when they're working together, that's different than something like a Word document or Google Docs or something like that, is they have these discussion tabs right here. So if one of my group members has created this page, or perhaps one of my students and I'm the instructor, I can add some comments here. And so I can give it a post, and then I can add some text here as a comment when I'm done and I post it. Now the other group members are going to be able to see my comment. And you can add additional comments and so forth. So it's a wonderful way to be able to generate a discussion around the content that's being created. So that's one of the key collaboration features. The other thing that, as an instructor, that I really appreciate is it's always so difficult to know how much each student is contributing to a particular project. With a wiki, because there's going to be a built-in revision history on each page, I can see exactly who's contributed what. So when I click on this, I can see there's two different versions of the page, and I can click on one and see what was inserted. So the green text is things that were inserted. I can go to a newer version, and I can see things that were inserted. And if I deleted anything, it would be highlighted in red. So then I'm able to see specifically, and the author's name is attached to each version. So I'm able to quickly see what that student contributed to the group effort. So it's wonderful in terms of being able to assign individual responsibility and accountability for a group project. Or you can go over here to members and invite members in two other ways. So one is to generate a join code for the wiki. The other way is to click on the invite people link and just add comma-separated email addresses. And you can customize the message, send that email. When they receive it, they click on the link, again, to join the website. So I hope this gives you a feel for what you can do with a wiki. I feel like it's just one of the most versatile, useful tools, both for instructional use as well as for students' collaborative projects. Again, I'll do another screencast down the road to go over how to set up a wiki classroom. But I hope this is enough to get you started in thinking about how a wiki might be useful in your teaching. For more information on this and more content related to college teaching and learning, visit luminaris.link.